WBO.
Welcome back to another episode of WBO JABS. I'm your host for today, WBO counsel Gustavo Olivieri, accompanied by WBO President, Brother Counsel Paco Valcárcel, and Hall of Famer inductee, the Iron Boy, Ivan Calderon in the studio. Champ, welcome to the show. Paco, how are you guys?
It's a pleasure to be here with good cook dancer, super champion, two diamond ring guy.
I don't see the rings today, but he's excused.
What happened with the ring, Aga?
They're in my house. I was working and I just came here to be with y'all. They're in my house. I always be with them when things are real important, like the WBO Convention. You're going to see me with my rings. Don't worry.
Okay, you always wear the rings. You know, the rings are beautiful.
Yeah, custom made.
Well, you remember, I talked to you about what happened with the second diamond ring. But that's another issue. We're going to talk about Canelo and we're going to talk about Berlanga.
Okay, let's start with that topic.
We got a super champion here, Hall of Famer.
So the jab of the day. Last week, Premier Boxing Champions announced officially Canelo's next commitment. He's facing Puerto Rican super middleweight NABO champion Edgar Berlanga from Puerto Rico. It's a WBA mandatory. Give me your input, Paco and Champ, about Canelo's next title defense against Berlanga, Paco.
Let me ask a question to Ivan first. You know, Ivan, you was a super champion when you were boxing after you beat 𝐓𝐔𝐍𝐄. Now we got Crawford, who's a super champion, and Canelo, who's also a super champion. Do you feel when you was fighting, do you felt any pressure because you was super champion and you got a bigger responsibility, or was one more fight when you?
No, it was like
fighting?
One more fight. Remember when I went to fight with 𝐓𝐔𝐍𝐄, I was already a super champion because I did 10 defense at 105. Wow. That was the opportunity for me to go up to 108, be straight the mandatory. So you gave me the opportunity to fight, and that's why the event was champion against champion, because I was the 105 and he was the 108. It was to decide if I win, 10 days to give me opportunity to decide where I was going to stay at. So I decided.
And no matter you was super champion, you was the underdog in that fight.
Yeah, I was the underdog because I was fighting with the champion, trying to take his title and giving them pounds that I knew I was not going to make 108. I made 107. So it was like a risk, but opportunity to put my name all the way up. And
I never made any prediction in that fight, but you know the way I was thinking, I was worried about you because 𝐓𝐶𝐍𝐄 can punch bigger. You have no punching power.
No, you was right.
Yeah.
I know that was a hard fight. I know for me it was a fight that I was gonna take it, but I was like 70% that I knew I could lose. So that was like a challenge for me, for Puerto Rico. I say, I'm going to show these people that boxing could beat
And
boxing.
I don't remember it was in the first or the second fight that he hit you and you was hurt.
In the first fight. He
first
dropped
fight.
me in the 8th round.
Yeah.
He dropped me.
You survived like
I survived like a champ, like an intelligent boxer, fighting with punchers. So I think that's the fight that a lot of boxers should do. You know that you got you don't got the strength or the power to beat these guys, so you got to be smart, outbox them, and try to beat them by points.
So Paco, we had discussed this in previous episodes that Berlanga was the potential candidate for Canelo's next fight now in Las Vegas in September. It's official. Berlanga has first legitimate world title opportunity against one of the best and boxing's most important figure in the industry, Canelo, in Las Vegas. Canelo is the heavy favorite in this fight. Unfortunately, this fight will not be for the undisputed super middleweight titles based on Canelo's decision to disregard his IBF mandatory. The IBF stripped Canelo of his IBF super middleweight title. Could you explain to the fans what were the reasons of why Canelo was stripped? What are the implications of such decisions? And what's next for Canelo in this fight against Berlanga?
You know, when you are a super champion like Canelo, it's because you are undisputed, or you are unified champion, or you got more than 10 defenses like Ivan was when he was fighting. Canelo is WBO super champion, but also he got another WBC, ABA, and ABS
WBA.
The WBA and IBF. IBF, they got a policy. They got the rules. You know, they have to follow their rules. They got a mandatory every 9 months. And most of the time, they make IBF eliminator for to pick a mandatory challenger, to choose a mandatory challenger. And that happened. They got a Cuban fighter, good fighter.
William Skull.
Most of the people, they don't know him, but he's a good fighter. And he's a mandatory challenger for the IBF.
Correct.
What happened now, because the rules, they forced Canelo to do it. I think they gave the opportunity to Canelo to an exception to fight before.
To give before Berlanga fight,
before,
the IBF had granted an exception.
Fight Munguia,
which was the WBO mandatory.
Now, and I know they pay some amount of money when they have to do that. Now, IBF want to force his mandatory. Canelo say, no, I don't care about him. I want to fight another fighter, Berlanga. And he decided to fight Berlanga. Then IBF have to go with play by the rules.
Sure. They have to enforce the rules.
And the problem is, talking about the fight, now we got a good fight, much better fight than the other.
Sure.
For me as a fan, no as a, forget about now WBO. As a fan, I prefer to see Canelo against Berlanga than Canelo against the Cuban guy.
Puerto Rico,
not
Mexico.
Disrespect for the Cuban,
No, sure,
because
sure.
I'm a boxing fan. Berlanga, he got recognition factor.
Absolutely.
People recognize him. He can punch.
Young
guy.
Strong guy.
But he got a problem. He's not a boxer
Yeah.
like Ivan Calderon.
Sure.
And Canelo can box,
Punch.
can punch.
Experience.
But Berlanga can punch and he's younger.
Yeah.
That means
What are the
that in papers,
on paper, yeah.
On papers, when you see on papers.
What are the odds,
Canelo
Paco?
not
That's a
be-
5-2 type of fight.
Yes, 8-2, something like that. 5-1, something like that.
And there's been, in light of Canelo's decision and announcement of fighting Berlanga, there's been lots of critics of saying, oh, he's selecting fighters, he's not fighting Benavidez.
You got haters
he's-
everywhere. Ivan got haters,
let's
and Ivan is the
ask the
nicest
champ.
guy. The nicest guy you can have.
Yeah.
Is Ivan Calderon.
Champ, when you're
Yeah.
the top guy at 105, 108, you were selecting or pursuing to select the highest paid opponents because you wanted more money, more exposure, and you were willing, like when you move up to fight Cáceres, that was the top guy at 108. Give me your input of the decision making behind process of you pursuing the best fights, the best persons for your career.
We always choose good fights, but if the fights don't give you the opportunity to win good money, so we gotta start looking for people that we could say, if I'm gonna win $10,000 with this strong fighter, and I'm gonna win the same $10,000 with this little weak fighter, so I'm gonna take the weak fighter. So this is business, but when you have two names, good names, so that's the deal that we're gonna take. We don't care, all right? It's a hard fight, let's take it. But if I'm gonna win the same money with a lower fighter, so I'm gonna take a lower fighter, keep on doing defenses, keep on winning money to my bank, and then get for the good money, get for the hard fight, and just keep on going up. So that's what people think they don't choose. That's the names they got. That's the TV asks
Sure,
you
the
for that,
TV.
because sometimes it's not us, it's the TV. That I don't want this guy, I want this guy because he's the one who's gonna pay us. So we gotta take what the TV say, because if the TV say that, that's the guy who's gonna pay me. So that's the one.
So, Paco, what are the advantages of Canelo and disadvantages, and what are the advantages or disadvantages of Berlanga? Berlanga is starting to use more his jab. He's young,
he cannot-
hungry,
he can-
power.
If I am
What are the
Berlanga-
do's and don'ts of
if I am
Berlanga and Canelo?
I have to go there, fight him.
Fight him.
Close to him. Because Canelo can box better than Berlanga. Berlanga is taller and bigger because Canelo started in 140 pounds.
Sure. The more natural, bigger fighter is Berlanga at his weight.
And he's younger. But if he got a chance, if he wants to win the fight, that my point of view.
Sure.
It's that he must fight him.
Resist.
Be prepared to fight 3 rounds, throwing punches all the time.
So
Don't allow
it's-
Canelo to box you and jab, use your jab, because he's gonna kill you. He can knock
So
him out.
Berlanga, this is a life-changing opportunity. He's got to be ready to fight 12 rounds at the highest level with the best fighter. What's your take, champ?
I'm with Paco. He got to go and get the fight. He got to go and get the knockout. Even if he get it, but he got to go because if he start boxing, Canelo is more experienced, and he's gonna give him more time to see what's the punch is gonna come in. And Canelo is the one who keep on looking, seeing you round by round, and he's gonna get you with the uppercut. So he got the best uppercut right now. Canelo got it.
So it's going to be September 15th, Paco, in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile?
No, 14.
September 14th. So we'll be there.
No, we're going to be there. For sure we're going to be there.
And Canelo's definitely is the needle that moves the boxing
And he's a
industry in
promoter.
America.
Canelo-
It's going to be Canelo Promotions Presents
Yeah.
in conjunction with Tom Brown, TGB, who's going to be the local promoter. And we'll see. We're going to be there first row. So, Paco, talking a little bit more boxing, last weekend we had...
But let me tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
If Canelo wins that fight, you know, he in papers he's
He's a favorite on paper,
favorite, yeah,
definitely.
in papers. Okay, if he wins the fight, we will invite him because I want to play golf with Canelo.
Oh, yeah, we're
Because
having for the convention.
He told me that he's breaking 80s. I broke 80s 3 weeks ago, and I play in the low 80s.
Okay.
Okay, from the whites.
Canelo is a
Yeah,
very
from the
golf
white.
player.
He plays from the blues or from the blacks.
Got you.
But from the whites, I broke 3 weeks ago. I broke 80, and I play consistently in the 80, low 80s.
So you're gonna make a commitment with Canelo.
Let's see if we can
Bring him to Puerto Rico.
I will invite him
to
because
play golf.
we go. If
convention.
we
Maybe
got
we can have him on the
Canelo
show.
playing golf
And
with
the
us
other-
on
and the
October
only-
28,
Yeah.
And the
he
only
made my
man
day.
who won hole in one a car, there you go.
The only two. All the fans and followers of this show, Paco won. It was last year, Paco?
Last year at
A
75.
car?
At 75.
Yeah, hitting a hole in one in
Okay,
Cabo Rojo.
100, almost 190 yards.
Wow.
I used my 5 wood, and then I make hole in one, and I won a car.
You couldn't sleep all the week with that, you know, that hole in
It's my
one.
life, you know, it made my life.
So let's see, Paco.
You got pros
Yeah.
who never make a hole in one.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah. The best, you know, the people who are professionally, they live in golf and they make his life with golf. They never make a hole in
So
one.
that was like a Hail Mary in professional
that's
football.
ability and luck. You have to be lucky.
More lucky than ability, I would say, right?
Yeah, much more, yeah.
So let's talk again. Boxing, Paco. Last weekend we had Clarissa Shields winning a vacant WBO 175 champion. She's continuing to make history, Paco. She's been world WBO champion in 154, 160, 168, now a 4-division WBO champion. She defeated the WBC champion, Vanessa Lepage. Did you see the fight? First round,
Yeah,
TKO.
no time to make any, you know, analysis. No
Assessment, yeah.
No. We can no do too much because I was a quick knockout.
But she looked strong, fast.
Remember, Vanessa, Clarissa. Clarissa is Olympics.
Two-time Olympic champion.
The Olympics,
Gold.
like Katie Taylor. The only one who was not in that level, who was not in the Olympics, was Amanda. That make Amanda amazing. She
But Amanda's a 7-division world champion.
Yeah, but she's unique. That the three tops.
Three tops,
You know,
yeah.
Katie, Amanda, Clarissa. That level. That's a top level. And the only one who wasn't in the Olympics was Amanda.
Yeah.
Because she was 17 or something when she started. And Jordan make a monster with Amanda.
Sure.
She's a, you know, excellent and Hall of Famer for sure. But Clarissa, he did it great. She's a great lady. Beautiful history.
Yeah. Upbringing. Her history is. You can make a
beautiful.
documentary.
Ivan, do you know anything about Clarissa?
I
You
saw
talk to her?
I saw the last time.
She has been always in our convention. Do you have
Yeah,
the opportunity
but,
to talk to her?
I think so. I saw her, but I saw the fight, and she not only won by knockout by one punch. She gave a good combination.
Sure.
She came in and she looked so
She's
nice.
not a puncher.
She's not a puncher, but that day she looked at the monster,
Yeah,
a
she looked
puncher,
strong.
because she came strong.
Yeah.
And when she fell and she came back out, she finished her. Yeah. She did a good knockout and a good show to be a world champion again.
Absolutely, Paco. There's been some discussions about the divisions that she's been campaigning, 175 now, 168, 160, that there are not enough names. So you need a dancing partner like Amanda Katie Taylor, the
Clarissa have
perfect dancing
no-
partner.
no
She doesn't have
opposition.
an opposition like to make her
Yeah.
take her to the next level, like Katie, Amanda, Crawford, Spence, etc. What do you think, Paco, will be the next steps in Clarissa's career?
I think
Maybe
she got-
possible opponents. Do
she
you think a
gonna move-
rematch with Savannah Marshall again, the UK?
I think she's gonna move down again. She have no names.
No names,
I
that's-
don't know if Eddie's willing to. Who got
Eddie has the 147 big pounder.
Okay. Maybe
Our
she-
WBO champion, Sandy Ryan, the big girl.
maybe she can move up.
Ryan,
to
move
fi-
up.
to fight 154, something like that, in a catch weight with,
Yeah, catch weight,
with Clarissa, something like that. But she have no dancing partner. That's a problem. And she's a great fighter.
Yeah.
She can make good money, but
Undefeated.
she needs somebody. She
And
needs
two
a name.
division undisputed champion as well.
She need a good name to make the money Amanda is making.
Sure. And Paco,
Or Katie's making good
as
money
well.
too.
Yeah, sure. And talking about other boxing, WBO boxing activities, last week, and the champ was there as well. We had the new Manaka Boxing Gym, a collaboration made with WBO and Boxing Bullies by Jake Paul. Manny Siaka, a very good personal friend of you, Paco. Give me your input of the activity, the inauguration, the kids, the collaboration of Jake Paul and the WBO.
First, I have to say thank you to the Jake Paul Foundation, Boxing Bullies,
Sure.
Francisco, who work with the foundation,
Francisco Correa.
because we make effort, joint efforts to make that possible. I talked to former champion Manny Saka Jr. He talked to me in Bayamon, about 8-9 months ago, and then finally we finished the gym. They got that's a historical boxing gym because Manny was one of the best trainer in Puerto Rico. Was very good working on the corner. He worked with the Chapo. He worked with John Ruiz. We got his son, Nazario.
Is he a Hall of Famer, Manny Saka? Is he inducted in the boxing Hall of Fame?
No,
Paco? Do you know?
no International Boxing Hall of Fame. But he deserved to be
Inducted.
inducted. In Puerto Rico also, he need to be recognized as
Acknowledged, sure.
one of the best in the business. I know Ivan know him because he was the only guy who can be, how you say, a gago. He can.
I don't know, but he
how do you
has
say
maybe
gago?
slur on his on his.
But in English, he
voice.
never do that. He
So
understands
he had to-
better in English than Spanish to
Okay.
Manny.
Champ, you were there at the gym. You were one of our world champions, legends, Hall of Famer that were there, helping out the kids. With the upbringing, their development in boxing. How would you assess the collaboration, Jake Paul, WBO? We've also done amateur programs in your boxing gym and also help you with the gym. What's your experience thus far with the collaboration?
Right now, you're doing a good job, both of y'all. You got a good team. Millo do
From
quick. Y'all work
Monterrey.
quick. So I know a lot of people. They always they haven't come to me. People, there are a lot of gyms in Puerto Rico. You gotta have it's a list. They're helping everybody. You just gotta wait for your time. But WBO and Bully never say no. They just gotta wait your time. Your time is gonna come. But y'all doing a good job. I think it's something that Puerto Rico, we got governments that helps, but y'all give that extra helps that nothing could come in, like y'all could give us. So everything that y'all doing, giving the people a good gym for we could have good champions, good place to train, to be a world champion. So WBO and bullying, y'all gotta keep on doing the job y'all doing.
So next Tuesday, Paco, the breaking news. Next Tuesday, we're going to do another gym in Morovis. Jake Paul, WBO. How many gyms we have now, Paco?
Oh, we have
Bayamón.
over 10.
Guaynabo,
Yeah.
Utuado,
Carolina.
Amanda Serrano Gym. We had Levitown, Toabaja. So, Canóvanas. In a matter of maybe 2 years, Paco, with the collaboration.
Less.
Than 2 years, we've inaugurated and remodeled like 10 gyms.
And remember, our responsibility is all around the world.
Sure.
Thanks God we got Boxing Bullies helping us here. But for example, next
Tuesday.
No, in November.
Oh, for the
we're gonna be in Texas.
Okay, we're gonna be in
working
Texas.
in a gym in Texas.
Okay.
Also, somebody asked me if we can help a gym in Sacramento, California.
Okay. So we're going
Close to Sacramento.
we're going to the mainland and also international with
Yeah,
Jake Paul and
yeah.
the WBO.
Also, we have Curacao, we have St. Thomas, we got Africa, we got Asia.
So the list is
everywhere.
long, Paco.
Everywhere, that's the reason Ivan said, okay, this is the line.
Yeah.
You have to be in the line to receive the equipment or the
help, the aid.
Yeah, we can help, but they have to make the line. People sometimes they don't understand that. Before Ivan received all the support we gave him, he was waiting for more than a year.
Yeah. Okay, so to close the show, let's talk about the most important fight this weekend, Paco. We're going to LA. We leave tomorrow. It's a long flight. It's His Excellency Riyadh Season's first show in America. WBO interim junior middleweight championship, Terrence Bud Crawford pursuing, I would say, his fourth world title against the highly skilled Olympian.
But better than that.
Israeli Madrimov.
Better than that. And we're going to talk about the fight. Ivan will talk about the fight because
he's
the
analyst. Yeah.
The analyst. But we're gonna have Frank Warren there.
Frank Warren.
Bob Arum.
Eddie Hearn.
Hope we got your Excellency.
I saw that now with De La Hoya as well.
The Oscar De La Hoya will be there. Eric
Gomez.
all that guys, the players. Tom Brown.
Tom Brown will be there.
The Premier Boxing. Okay, all the big players will be there for the show.
Yeah.
But I was informed that Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, will be the guy who will be running Crawford. I don't know who's going to be running Anderson, your fight.
Jared Anderson will be defending his regional title.
I know. I will be the supervisor for Crawford. But talking about Crawford, we are talking about a guy who's a WBO super champion. He has been champion in 3 different divisions in WBO. He started in 135. And that will be something that we have to analyze. What happened when you move off from 135 to 154 or 168.
That's why we brought the champ here.
We got the champ. He knows better than everybody because he was super champion too.
So,
and he moved up.
Yeah, he moved up. So champ, Crawford's moving up from 147 after demolishing Errol Spence and just winning all titles at 147. He's going to 154 to the more natural weight of the opponent, who is Israeli Madrimov, former Olympian, gold medalist, I believe, or silver. 10 wins, 0 losses, just 1 draw. His opposition has been basically the opponents. I think it was Magomed Kurbanov and Michael Soto 2 times. Those
Michael
are the
Soto
opponents.
he was a good champion.
So those are the opponents that I've known, Paco.
Michael Soto beat Glenn Tapia.
Glenn Tapia, 10 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, and 7 knockouts. Give me your assessment when a champion is moving up to a higher category. Crawford is highly skilled, can box, can punch, righty, southpaw. The other guy can move as well. Give me your thoughts, champ.
I could say Crawford got everything. He could box, southpaw, right. So he got the opportunity to go up and try to win this fighter by boxing, toe to toe. He could have a little bit of problem because his opponent is a stronger fighter. He's not too quick. He's too slow with his punches. And Crawford, when he got a fighter like that, it's more easy to him because he's a puncher. So it's going to be an easy fight for him if he wanted to be an easy fight. But I know if he goes toe-to-toe, he maybe could have a little bit of problem, but his opponent is not so quick like Crawford.
Gotcha.
So Crawford's a boxer that he don't make mistakes. When he gets you with a good punch, you got to be careful because he's going to keep on coming and get the knockout. Like Paco say, he's a boxer, he's a puncher, and maybe going up, he could have more strength in his hands.
You never can hit Crawford with 2 punches.
Nope.
Like a combination?
You can hit with a jab, but never with the right hand. He can receive a leg hook, but never a right or
if he
left hook
receive it, he's not going to receive it again.
And what about champ?
Just
one.
When you are going up in weight, he's moving 7 pounds from 147 to 154. How's the process, the adaptation?
Remember, all depends because maybe we're saying, he was a 147. Maybe you never know he was having problems doing 147. But if you doing that going up and you do it so easy, that's when the weights come in. They're going to put you eating a little bit better with your food. And putting out a bit weight on your body, doing all the kind of different exercise for you could build your body
And a
to be
natural
strong
transition.
the day of the fight, because the day of the fight he's gonna do 154, but the day of the weigh-in, the day of the fight he maybe go up to 159 or he go up 4 or 5 pounds, but his opponent, he's a 154, he maybe go up to 168
Or like
170.
heavyweight. Yeah.
That's the difference.
Paco, and per your experience, what does your experience say in the history when a champion is moving to a superior category? In this scenario, it's 7 pounds of difference. Crawford moving from 147 to 154. What does history and your experience say? How do you see it played out, Paco?
Ivan moved from
105 to
108. Tony, he lost with Roy Jones.
Roy Jones.
When he went move him up. Also Mayweather. Moving up, always beat the opponent in the overweight. Depends, how old is the champion. If he get hit before.
Crawford's 35, I believe.
Styles. Yeah,
Styles.
Crawford started in 135 when
Has
he
been
beat
inactive
Ricky
for
Burns,
a year. Ricky Burns.
the guy who fought Cello.
Eddie Hearn fighter. Ricky
Eddie
Burns.
Hearn
Yeah.
in Glasgow.
Royo went to heavyweight too.
Yeah,
Fight Royo.
Usyk moved to heavyweight and beat Anthony Joshua.
Joshua. 2 times. And
Two
using
times. You got depends. I cannot say that the guy who move up gonna beat the guy in the overweight. But
So it depends on all those factors that can come
a
into play.
lot. Yeah, you got a good champion in 140. Probably the 135 won't move up. That happened too.
Gotcha.
And for that reason, most of the cases I know is because they wait to the right moment to move up.
We got an opportunity that we're doing that because we know we got something that we could beat that guy.
So, Paco, you would say that this fight, what are the odds? 5-2 in favor of Crawford? On paper, he's the favorite, right?
Yeah, he's the favorite, but he's moving up. But should be a 5-2, like Canelo and Berlanga.
Okay. So we shall see. We're going to be there.
But this fight, Crawford, probably this guy will be the toughest guy Crawford facing his life.
Oh, wow. Crawford has faced
Yeah, but
credible.
like Paco say, it's a
skilled
5-2
opposition.
because more people know Crawford. Nobody know this guy.
Yeah.
That's why it's going to be a 5-2.
Interesting point. Interesting. So to all the fans, we're going to be in Los Angeles this weekend. We depart tomorrow. His Excellency Riyadh season's the first show. So to close up the show, we need to keep promoting, Paco, the upcoming WBO convention that Calderon is always in attendance, supporting the WBO. October 28th through November 1st in Carolina, Puerto Rico, at the Royal Sonesta. You can get all the information on our website, social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. On your social media, that you're very active on your X, formerly Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. WBO Convention, Paco, we're throwing the house through the window.
Yeah, we have a tournament that we will invite Canelo. Let's see.
see.
If Canelo wins first and he got the availability,
Yeah.
the date, we will invite him because it would be an honor for every
us,
golfer
absolutely,
and every
absolutely.
boxing fan to have Canelo in Puerto Rico.
We'll have a feast. Maybe Ivan Calderon can come into play, try to, his secret recipes and cook or something.
We're gonna have a good lunch.
Yeah.
I told you.
The feast.
A good
Puerto Rican
food,
feast.
Puerto Rican food.
Yeah.
After the golf game,
After
and
the
we're
golf
gonna
game.
have all the participants
Sure.
join us there at the Juan Gonzalez, the
Farm,
owner of Ladi, Ladi restaurant. Juan Gonzalez in his farm. We're gonna have a big lunch for all participants.
So don't miss it. The WBO convention, live music every night, seminars, referee, judge, a boxing show on Wednesday.
Oh, by the way, the referee will be in Ivan Calderon Gym.
Oh yeah, the seminars of the referee will be conducted at Ivan's boxing gym in the municipality of
we
Guaynabo.
want Ivan and Collazo
To simulate the boxers for the mechanics.
They can spar
that's a good
there.
idea.
They can spar there, and then the
referees
can,
can execute.
Like I did in Santo Domingo.
Yeah, no, Ivan
once.
always has been a very supportive of the WBO and all of our activities, and he's an ambassador of the WBO. So to all the fans, thank you for watching the show. Remember to subscribe on our YouTube official website. Follow us on all social media platforms, and you can remember, guys, what's the most important and the foundation of boxing? Punch. What's the most important?
Jab.
Jab. So Thanks for tuning in to another episode of WBO JABS. See you on the next show. This one.
Oh, perfect. Ahora.
I'm a southpaw.
Now.
I'm a southpaw.